Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, go.
Alright, +2, let's go.
+2?
Yeah. Catch up with the live replay. So, we have Team Blodir in the bottom left corner, starring, of course, the captain himself, Blodir, playing with purple UEF. We have RNA playing Cybran, and also Nock, also known as No One Cares.
Sorry to interrupt. What was the new max HP for UEF?
400.
Okay. Sorry, Rory was concerned that we weren't on beta, or I was concerned we weren't on beta because Rory said we couldn't watch live replays on beta. Sorry, go on.
So, versus them, we have Team Pepsi with EspiranTo himself and UEF. Alongside him is someone that I do not know. I don't know this guy.
Perhaps who is it? Pink?
Yeah, Pink.
Yeah, it's he was like Kilo something before. He's like a Russian team good player, I think.
Right. So we have a nice Pink UEF player over here, and we also have Supcom, one and only, playing UEF as well. So we have a lot of UEFs in this tournament overall. Perhaps made it a bit too strong. We don't know. Let's see. So we have a quick ACU movement coming out from RNA, going to the one of the only contestable expansions really. It seems like this map is gonna be quite curly given the layout. We have two large lakes in the middle that are kind of dividing the map into, and there are only a couple land bridges that offer some avenue of attack. And there are not that many contestable maxes. As you can see, both edge players are walking to the expansion with their ACUs. We see a quick transport from RNA as well. I quite like this gameplay, although he is taking quite a bit of risk, given that he has no coverage at all and he went for a second bomber as well. There's a quick lab coming from Archimcad, looking already actually took one engine down from Blodir. Quite nice to see. Blodir, as always, extremely greedy, delaying his tank forever, and
he just now has the tank.
Yeah, and being punished for
that.
that.
But Arch is so not greedy, he didn't even go in and try to kill more edges.
There's a bomber from Arch also attempting to kill the now low HP.
Ooh, that was nice.
If he would have gotten a second drop off, he would have killed a big risk, given that Blodir was, again, very greedy and made all of his pigeons in a grid, which tends to...
Can you two pass those?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
wait, can you?
HP.
That's 337.
UEF and Cybran can.
Interesting. Okay. Sorry, the dog is loud. So
yeah, I can hear that. It's fine. Alright. So, Archim cuts quite a few units, making quite a few units, pushing to the front. His ACU is much further forward than Blodir's. Blodir is quite passive, as Blodir tends to be. He also has gotten like very little expansion actually done. But he is ecoing much faster than Arch, which I think in the long term is more important on this map. We see Arch with more units, but really there isn't that much you can do. There's only this one really contestable max that can be raided, maybe those three, but he already has secured that. So it seems like the eco should be the name of the game here. Of course, the back players, the air players are ecoing quite hard. They are not making really anything besides eco. We have T2R being finished by the Pink UEF and Nock not even starting his T1 T2 land yet for some reason. That seems a bit
He's
greedy.
now making a transport. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, like when you're about to finish all T2 max and you have no...
Wait, he's behind a mass income, right? No, he has less maxes. So he is.
Oh yeah, he has. Blodir actually stole the 4 maxes that Blodir has on the bottom left team actually belong to the Pink UEF. So they are gonna the top Pepsi team is gonna definitely be ahead on mass income here. You see RNA fighting the Archim cut on the right side. I don't like that neither of the air players have really moved their ACUs. That would have allowed Arch and Blodir both to go to middle. There isn't that much to be contested at middle, but you can still get... You push your opponent right to his base and you can try to raid around. and it seems
What do you
like
think of the Navy?
I think it's later on perhaps, but early on just too big of an investment. I think we see that the top team is already going for the T3R, while Nock is just now starting his second E2 pigeon, and is also making a swift win to perhaps deal with, I don't know what. We shall see.
Unless he's just making swift wins.
Yeah, he's making 2. Oh wait, he's continuing to make his Swifties. That's a terrible mistake, I think. I think this will really...
Yeah.
This will really...
And he can see!
hurt.
He can see the T3R upgrade.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think this, in a couple of minutes, this will be really difficult. Once the pink UF is able to get like 15 ASF or so. Oh, there are some Janus being built by Pepsi, which were supposed to harass the Nock actually. But, yeah.
Okay, so I suppose the Swifties work out, but like, still now you're so far behind.
Yeah, Pepsi
nice,
has...
you missed one?
Sorry?
Hello? Knock? Oh, there we go. Okay, he had another one. But that was almost horrible.
Oh yeah, a bit
Actually,
behind,
one couldn't have done much. Would have killed.
You might want... I'm on... approaching minute 10 right now. I'm at minute 10 now, so you might want to catch up like 5 seconds or whatever.
I'm slightly behind.
Yeah, it seems like Pepsi went for the Janus play, and he
Where
actually... I think he reclaimed his T2 air factory, because I don't see them anymore. I think, yeah, he reclaimed the air factories, now he's going full eco. So it forced quite a few Swifties and a lot of Intis from the rear, so I think it's definitely paid out.
Wait.
And now Blodir
Knock made Swifties, while Blodir already had like 10 times the Intis of everyone else in the game.
Yeah, and now we have some nice raids. I think it was a nice drop from RNA that killed 1 T2X and forced a lot of bombers and gunships, but we already have around 6 ASF from the Pink UEF, and Nock is just about to... He has just finished the T3 pigeon making his first ASF now. There are still quite a few Swifties and a lot of Intis from the deer and some Janus, but overall, like, Pink will just have way better scaling, but it should have. He has a lot more maxes than Nock, and Blodir will won't probably use most of his eco to really make a lot of air. He's gonna make some Janus, but if they don't have air control, they're gonna be kinda useless. And now it seems like perhaps the top team will be able to catch the air. They really need to fight the Intis separately than the Swifties. We have the air engagements, and this is not the greatest air fight for the Pink guy. He still doesn't have enough ASF to refight this, and now Archimcat comes in with his Intis and they are just getting massacred. This was really not very coordinated, and now the Janus as well are tanking, but yeah, this was just terrible. Like, the Swifties were not focused, the Janus were tanking, and also they engaged the Intis. They engaged separately, the Archimcat Intis just came in too late. Yeah, this was just terrible air fight from the top team. They really threw their advantage. If they had waited a couple more minutes...
should not have won that.
Yeah, if they had waited a couple more minutes, they would have definitely crushed this. Arch is pretty low, and there are some torpedo bombers now on him, and it will probably force another air fight. He should be spamming more AA, which he is doing, and now Nock with superior micro gets in behind the peak UEF and just massacres the couple ASF he had. Yeah, this really should have turned like this. Like, yeah, I think the top team definitely should have secured air control. And now, with all of
now Blodir has so much eco.
Yeah. And the Pink guy doesn't really... He made 1 T3 max, but still... I think there's a TML. Yeah, there's a TML from Blodir targeting Archimcat maxes. This is a TML ACU. He's gonna get so much value out of this. I don't see any T2 engineers even. Oh, there's one making TMD, but he's gonna lose at least 3 T2 maxes. I think the last one will be quite close. Oh, he was targeting the HQ. That would have been terrible. The HQ was upgraded to T3. There have been already a couple maxes killed from Pepsi as well, so this ACU has killed around... I think it only basically killed 2 maxes, and he is gonna get over 5k. He has 5k plus kills, so that was quite nice.
Yeah, I feel like Arch invested a good amount into this Navy that he did not need.
Oh my god, these are so many frigates. What is he doing?
Yeah.
Why does he keep spamming frigates?
big waste.
They have just been
Meanwhile,
dying.
Blodir
There's
is
like
our
6
big
frigates here
terrorist.
that have died to probably corpse. Oh my god, this is bad. Now there are
And, like, they
gunships just
do
flying
nothing.
into 5 flags. The army is mostly flags. And oh, the TMD was just in time. There's a T2. There's a T3 land HQ in Pepsi's base, and there's another T2 land HQ in his expansion that is going to T3. So Pepsi is about to have
Interesting.
2 T3 HQs.
Wait, he's upgrading both at once? Oh,
No,
that's
no,
so
no,
sad.
he already has 1 T3 HQ, and now
Oh.
he's getting a second one. No, just for
The
just in
superior build
case.
power. He just likes how they look. Gotta be it. Blodir is.
Oh, we
just
reached.
hitting
I
quite a
reached
few
the live
Titans.
replay, by the way. So
I
I'm
am still at
slowing down to
1630.
yeah 1630. Slowing down to 0 now.
I'm still speeding along. But
Wait, let me pause for a second so you don't get this.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, my pause button is not working. Okay, now it should be good. I'm 1645. Alright, so we have perhaps some T3 jobs going from RNA. I see T3 HQ, a second pigeon. I don't think that's necessary. He also has paused it. There's a transport coming out. There's a nice 4 T3 factories finding some bricks. And a lot of torps fighting frigates the whole game for some reason.
Also,
There's a nice Percy job, by the way, from two Percys have been jobbed and have killed insane amounts of mexes. One Percy has 4,000 mass kills, the second one has 3,500 mass kills. He's about to kill another mex. So
oh, that's so many
1, 2,
mexes.
3,
I
4,
didn't.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 mexes have been killed so far.
And this is like a perfect example.
11 mexes even, and there are gonna be. There's one more that is in danger. Perhaps, yeah, I don't think the Percy will be able to kill it, but that was incredible damage for Pepsi. I love it. Abusing
Wait,
the
so
fact
that would have been extra, like an extra shot at least, if it
no,
wasn't
no, no.
made.
Percy still, I think, 2-shot maxes. Although
Really? Okay.
3,000, I think how much Percy did they
Hold
also?
on, now I'm checking. I'll check.
I think it's 1,200, so perhaps they would need 3 shots. Yeah, we have a couple of Titans duking it out in the top. We have some Riptides from Pepsi that are assisting, and the Titans are not being micro that great for Blodir. He's losing, he lost 1 for free. Ace, you can go out of the water though and engage. He has a lot of mass kills, so he has a lot of that. And also just a lot of Titans. They are running through middle. Arsenal is making an upgrade, so he cannot really engage them. And it doesn't seem like Pepsi has really anything to do with those. They need either some air answer or some Percys being dropped.
Look at the epic 1600 going for the brick drafts.
Yeah, I see those. There are T1 transport
Guys.
though, I dislike that. He should have got another T2 transport. He has the factory just making torps. And the
Not
torps
the-
versus...
Wait, no, not the flak. This flak nearby. No, they're gonna die to the flak.
No, they are fine. It's gonna be close though. It's gonna be so close.
Oh.
Run, little pigs! Yeah, they got through. It forced an
gonna
airfight though, and again the pink
Why
guy...
is he not sniping the transports?
Why is the pink guy... What is this micro? He just
Whoa.
runs away, turns
He
and then
doesn't even
runs
kill the
away.
transports. He goes for the one that already dropped.
One of the transports.
Okay, got one, but still, that's disgusting. He should have gotten them all.
Yeah, but he just lost all air for this.
Yeah,
Like,
he should have just
turned,
let one
he
in.
stopped in front of Nock and then ran away while Nock was behind him and just lost most of his air like this. And now Blodir is also pushing with all of his Titans. He has cleaned up that expansion, he's killing the Sam. And Arch doesn't have much to show for himself. Like, he has a couple Titans, but now his Nexus are getting killed by the gunships, and the bricks are just massacring the air player Nexus. Yeah, he's moving his ACU, he's gonna try to probably OC them, but he lost already around 7 or 8. There's another, yeah, even more, 11 Nexus.
Yeah, his back vexes are about to die. He has no way to
and
stop
now
this.
the Titans from the Blodir are just pushing through. They are basically redirected all of the reinforcements, and now a second group is about to raid the whole top left side. The Titans
That was when you quit.
have been kind of caught by Arch, but they redirected so much army from everywhere else that Blodir is just gonna use that to hopefully raid the top left side, and also maybe, yeah, he can't really go through middle. There's a TML IC here that is trying to ground fire the Titans with the TMLs. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, the bricks have basically massacred the eco from the top team, and now there's quite a big difference of income. There's around
it's like
170 mass per tick advantage for the bottom left team.
And Nock is just killing T3 maxes with the T2 gunships.
I must say, I really dislike the looks of the support factories now. They just look so weird. I just can't get used to it. Like, I think in a year or so, if I would have played it, would be nice. But like, no, just looks so weird.
I think they're willing to rework them. I think there's something in the works. Or there's some force that I forgot exactly what it was. I think in the end it's good because the new shaders look very nice, and it's worth it to have the new shaders even if you need new models.
Are the new shaders in yet, or?
No, there was like a test version that broke because of an update, and they don't want to do a new test version, so we can't see it yet. But the test version I played it with.
Oh, it looks like Arch is gonna be killed by a lot of iron gunships. The first volley took him down to yellow, and now he's gonna die very, very quickly. Nock should move some of the gunships away because he's gonna lose around 20.
At that point.
Yeah, and now Blodir can use
to be
that.
fair, he's winning, but
Yeah, but a couple of A's and died like that's unfortunate. And now the Titans are able to just push through, even though the ACU has been removed. And looks really bad for the top team. I didn't even see those, but the Titans from Blodir were actually able to make it back to the back base and actually kill a couple more T2 and even one T3 max. Yeah. The air player is really slow to retake the maxes, so they have nearly doubled the eco.
yeah, this looks very over.
Yeah, now the Titans are just streaming in, killing random T1 and T2 PDs, and there doesn't seem to be much to be able to challenge them. RNA
there's nothing to stop the army in the south. Yeah.
In the north, Pepsi is able to kind of hold on with a nice shift G that should probably die to a couple of struts from... Imagine 2 struts coming in and then 1 shot into this whole army. I really dislike people just shift G-ing randomly. Like, sure it's good for the fight, but then you need to remember to actually split your units. Like 2 shots come in and your whole army dies.
Yeah, I do that in 1v1 a lot. It's unfortunate.
Look, the maxes are still untaken. It's been like 2 or 3 minutes since the raid.
Yeah, I think he stopped trying. He said GG before.
Oh, I still need to see this.
But I don't know why they're not quitting if he says GG, but...
Yeah, this looks pretty over. Let's spam it to plus... Oh,
nice.
we cannot even do +2.
Nock being Nock, telling them to control K.
I don't see the chat. Maybe I have the chat disabled, or...
You can't say that, Nock. Nock being the master of BM.
So we have a big intention here. Blodir has merged his army with RNA and they are pushing in. There are quite a few labs for some reason in this army, but you know, some of them has vets, so I guess what works, if it works, it works, right?
Suppose. Yeah.
The ACU is kinda a bit out of position. He has overcharge, but he has no gun. He has a lot of overflow though, so he should be able to kill the Titans before they kill them. But there are more Titans where they came from. There's a nice Titan with 130 HP, but their shields burst regen so quickly that he was able to
yes,
leave.
he's walking into the Titan.
Yeah, that was...
Okay, he's done. He's done.
Yeah, he's dead.
I was getting the idea that he was tired of playing this.
Yeah, it seems like Pepsi will be able to kill this army, but it just doesn't matter. He has no map control, he has around 2 times less income. And I'm just looking for perhaps some game ender from the bottom team. But
I expect that SP will play on just to bother Nock. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't see any game enders from the bottom team. I would expect some experimental maybe, but it seems like more Titans is just the name of the game.
Yeah, they just start just spamming everything they can.
Excuse me, but I'm not saying GG and then not quitting. Or at least not often. I've done it only a couple of times. And it was justified. The second HQ still stands, so if the main HQ in the main base dies, then he has 2 more, since he also got one from Arch. So that's super redundancy. There's again a nice Titan in the back, but this time he's being chased by his friends from another faction, I mean another team sadly. He also runs with the PD and dies a sad death before he was able to kill all the maxes. But the big army from Blodir is just kinda scouting around the main base of Pepsi, killing some loose maxes or some emplacements.
I mean, I think all of this is just SB holding on for some weird chance.
I mean, he's just playing because why not, it's a tourney, so I guess he can. Perhaps to delay the tourney, perhaps because he's angry with his teammates, or perhaps because he's just having a bit of fun.
Perhaps it was an Ux comment, which would be reasonable.
Seems like we are in for one big engagement. Blodir is trying to merge his armies and chase down the army from Pepsi. Obviously, when chasing down, you usually get not the best engagement, but Blodir just couldn't give a fuck. Like he has 2 times more Titans, and even with force formation, he is eventually gonna run out over this position. Pepsi doesn't have much more room to retreat to. He should fight in his factories, let them tank. If he runs behind the factories too far away from the factory will just die before being able to die to tank that much damage. There's another air fight, but Nog has like 5 times more ASF, so it's just a mop up. And now the army from Pepsi is getting massacred as well.
Might we go on to the game that's currently hosted? Because I kind of see how this one's going.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that Pepsi is dead.
Oh, it's Solus is going and kill him now.
You can watch the nice explosion. There we go.
Oh, yes, another wonderful crush from Blodir. Some mistakes in that air game, but more mistakes from the enemy.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's go on and watch game number